Knife Thursday, what's up? JR here.
What up?
I am carrying. I'm just going to get right to it. Spyderco call.
Line steel again. It's hard to put this thing down.
It's a nice knife.
SR1A green aluminum.
And I'm also carrying my Nick Wu pocket fixed blade. I always have a fixed blade on me.
Why?
I don't know. I've always had a fixed blade on me. I carry 2.
So,
Sometimes I carry 3.
can I get right into it here? I would like to thin the herd a little bit. And I got thinking the other day.
We're selling knives, by the way.
I want to sell some of my knives. So, the reason is I'm thinking like maybe I have too many knives. I guess I'm just going through that. I think it was this line steel's fault.
Well, I have a dozen, and I want to keep it about that. So if I want something new, then I need to kind of say this one needs to be.
I got this knife from you in a trade, and I like it so much that I can't not carry it. To me, it feels perfect right now, but you go through phases. So It's hard for me to carry any of these other knives. I mean, I have other ones that I'm not selling, but I really have no use for, this bone collector because, it's virtually the same size, and I don't know. I mean, it just sits at home in my safe, so if somebody wants it, it's brand new. So I figure I might as well sell some of these knives and fund some other stuff that I want to do. And I could always replace these knives. I mean, I know some of these knives go discontinued, you can never find them again, but so be it, I guess.
Whatever. All right, well, before you get into all of your knives, I'm going to sell my Pakal. So if somebody wants it, 110 shipped.
You go back and forth on that.
What?
Sometimes you want to sell it, sometimes you...
Well, I like it, but I got something else on the horizon.
On the horizon?
On the horizon. Oh, I want to buy a custom, and I have a dozen knives. There's no need to have so many knives, so we'll liquidate and I'll buy a custom. So 110 shipped if anybody wants it. It's kind of floated around YouTube.
I got to thinking the other day, just like...
And I ended up with it.
I wonder if I'm alone in this whole, like, do I have too many knives? Why do I have so many knives? I gotta sell some knives. I mean, how many knives do you guys have? Don't you kind of wonder that, like, how many knives?
Do I wonder how many knives they have?
The average knife nut has? I mean, I know some people on the forum post, like, hundreds of knives. I mean, when do you, like, call it, and when do you say, hey, I only need, like, 5 knives? At what point? You think it's just phases you go through? Some guys have, like, 5 of the same knife.
I bought the Lion Steel, loved it. I still like it, but I carried it and realized that it wasn't for me and it sat in the safe. So
just because it's smooth.
Because it's so smooth. That's the only reason, and just wasn't grippy enough for me. So I can't have something that just sits and I don't carry it.
Right.
Why?
And that's what my issue is.
Right. So you and I traded in the Contigo 810 because I love that knife. It's perfect for me.
Totally.
It's a complete high-speed knife.
Yeah.
Love it, and some cash. And actually, that's how I ended up buying this pocket fixed blade, was with that cash.
Nice lanyard.
So,
this thing needs a lanyard, by the way. If you're going to carry one of these knives, you need a little tiny lanyard because it sits so damn low in your pocket, you can't get it out.
okay.
Anyway.
So
some of these knives that I have, they're all in great shape. They're all centered. Everything's in good shape. None of them are really used, as you would make fun of me for that. A couple of them show a little bit of wear, like this Spyderco Pacific Salt. Shows a little bit of wear on the clip from just rubbing up against the inside of a swimming pool. But good knife. This is the Endura, the size one. I'm just going to go through these and I'll list them in the thing. Dialex Adventura. This is Adventura Dialex, whatever. It's not perfect.
It's a neat knife.
It's perfect function. It functions perfect. It's sharp. Lockup's great. It probably will come with some of my fingerprints on it, which is bad. And it has, you know, the tiny little surface scratches you get 5 minutes after owning any stainless handled knife.
Generational wear.
Call it that. This knife, for instance, this Endura is only weeks old. Like, I've only owned it for a few weeks, and you see the little scratches just for sitting it on the table. This is going to be one I'll definitely miss this one.
You should see the scratches on my Endura.
Yeah, well, yours is almost stonewashed. They lock up, so I mean, this is gonna be a hard knife to let go. But the prices on these knives, just look online, see what they are on like BladeHQ if you can find the prices, and just try to get me close to that and make me an offer. I mean a lot of low balls, but I'll deal with that, I guess. Try to go through this quickly. Benchmade 710. They're all centered, dead centered. This could probably use some oil, but all my Benchmades have really good sweet spots. You know, they'll all swing open freely. So
yeah, they're all brand new to get it.
Pretty much. Well, I hope somebody wants to buy them and they want to know what kind of shape they're in.
They're brand new.
I got it. The
box, the little plastic bag, the instructions,
all that stuff.
The little blue axis lock tag that goes along with it.
Let me see here. All of this comes with each one of those Benchmates. The bag, and everything. I keep this stuff. I think everybody should keep these kind of things. So, here's a Tenacious that I almost don't even think I should sell because I'm not going to get a whole lot for it. Because I pimped it many years ago. About a year ago. So, crazy here with a jeweler file. And these are a dime a dozen, but if anybody wants this one, you know, just give me a... It's sharp. It's scratched up. I used it. But give me an offer on it. It's just, I don't use it anymore. Am I going a good pace here or speed it up?
Yeah, you're doing good.
ZT 560. Okay, centered. The lockup is good on this one. No weirdness. This is serial number. Can you see that? Okay, it's 0438. Sharp. I have used this knife, and it does show some wear on the blade, I believe. I don't know what that was from, but it's sharp.
That knife's like 260 brand new, right?
Yeah, they're all over the place now. But if anybody wants one that's, you know, I took the I'll take the depreciation hit on it, but don't lowball me on it and just give me something reasonable, price wise, please. The knife's in great shape. I've carried it quite a bit, and it's sharp. I haven't sharpened it a whole lot, so.
Are your knives in great shape?
Yes. So, this one here, I don't remember what this one is. 530. Benchmade 530 Mel Pardue. This one's in obviously great shape, JR. I don't really want to sell this one, but if somebody wants to make me a good offer on it, look and see what they go for, and make me an offer. I may sell it. It's gonna be hard for me to sell some of these knives. This one is ridiculous.
If that's not even close to all of your knives, so don't let them kid you.
If this one, for how thin it is, how thin it looks, it just blows my mind how freaking solid the lockup. It is the most solid lockup of any knife that I own. It's ridiculous.
You're rambling.
It's okay. You guys should check this one out, even if you don't buy this one. Here's an Endura. This is old, so just made me a decent price on it, decent offer. I put a black backspacer in this one, but I have the green one. And
can they have both backspacers?
They can have both. I don't have a need for the other one. So it's in good shape. There's not many scratches on this one, but I've used it and sharpened it. So Kershaw Knockout. JR has one of these.
Love it.
It's a good back pocket knife.
I am not partying with mine.
Fits in your back pocket. Super thin. This is the aluminum version. The second
Boss.
version 2.0 they came out with.
Love
the
it.
original ones were G10. This is...
I prefer the aluminum.
Yeah, obviously. Well, this one's a little off center, but you can probably fix it if you wanted to. It doesn't rub, and it's sharp and fast and awesome. Damn, I don't know about this one.
No.
I'm gonna keep that one.
That should be a truck knife.
This is an excellent utility knife. It's a great cutter. This thing, the Cold Steel Tough Light. Get one of these, but you can't have mine. Bone collector, large walnut, D2 center, perfect. I it's never even cut anything but myself in paper. I cut myself on this knife. Sharpened it once. Most of the Benchmades have been sharpened because they come pretty dull. That's a beautiful knife. This is a my tuxedo griptilian, I guess. So I got these scales from Cascadi online. You can look at Custom Scale Division, Google them. Griptilian, drop point, super solid lockup. It drops free pretty easily. So just, you know, for this one I want to get the price of the knife, plus I paid $100 for the scales about a year ago. Just give me something reasonable offer on this one. It's sharp. I mean, carbon fiber on a griptilian. Pretty nice.
Okay, next.
The backspacer is carbon fiber too.
Come on.
Look at that. Come on.
We don't want another 30-minute video. But they don't want another 30-minute video.
Maybe I do. I love it. Look at that. I mean, it's an expensive griptilian, but those of you guys out there who pimp knives and put money into that kind of stuff, you know it's worth it. It's like a totally different knife. This is my classy griptilian here.
Nice.
You want this one, don't you?
No, I don't.
Steve wants it.
I already grabbed
You know that?
mine.
He's probably going to be pissed. You can have it, Steve, for the bro price. Benchmade Rift. Virtually brand new. Carried it a little bit. Almost sold it today, right?
Yes.
Drops free. They all drop free. Sweet spot.
He bought your Barrage and almost bought that one too.
So, centered, obviously. No marks on the blade. This thing isn't really only cut paper. And I don't even think I sharpened this. I think I just hit it on the fine stone on the sharp maker, and it's, you know, sharp. It made it sharp. Okay, this is Cold Steel Recon 1. This is the one that we stripped the finish off. This is a cool knife, and I may keep it if nobody wants it, but I never carried it. It's just too big for what it is. You know, I have this now, so this line steel does everything that Cold Steel
I think you should give it away.
will do. Maybe I will give it away. If somebody wants it, make me an offer. It's sharp, obviously. The only issue with it is we took it apart to strip the finish off, and when I put it back together, it got everything's tight, but the screw heads are stripped here and here. So if you want to take it apart again, you're going to have an issue with it. But that's going to be an issue for some guys. So hey, don't buy it if you want to take it apart. But it's a solid knife, and I guess it needs a good home because I don't really use it. So just make me an offer on that one. Let's see. Okay. I've kind of gotten over flipping knives open. You know that?
Yeah.
You too? You've never really been into that?
No.
Everybody's got a freaking J flip. What do they call it? I don't know. There's so much more satisfaction in this. You can feel the detent ball, you know, passing over the lock, and then you can feel the lock kind of drop in and then engage. I don't know. What else? Voyager. This is another one out. This is one. This knife's a lot like the Endura stainless. It's just one of those solid duty knives. It's gonna be hard to see this one go, but this was kind of my first Tanto knife. You kind of talked me into this.
I didn't talk you into it.
Well, you didn't talk me into it, but you
bought it because Donnie Nichols had it.
Yes, that's what it was. He had it. He showed me, and I was like, man, this thing is bad. The way it kind of curves down here, he had a sweet lanyard on it, like he does all of his knives.
Donnie Nichols.
It's got that little cross pattern. This one I haven't even sharpened. This one, it's sharp, solid. There's no. I've never taken this one apart. Smooth. Just so you know, centered. If you've never owned a cold steel and you're thinking about getting one, and you just want to check them out, this is the one to check out. This will get you kind of hooked on them.
I sold mine.
You did. Well, you didn't have a Voyager though.
I had a Recon one.
This is a better knife. This Voyager is a much better knife. You don't like this because you don't like the plastic.
No, I don't.
You like the G10.
Yes.
I honestly like this better. To me, this just feels. This locks in.
I had 2 cold steel knives. I got rid of them both.
You can just dual wield them. Buy them both. 2 ZTs, and that's it.
Yep.
Now. So 303 Tiger Stripe. This thing is in great shape. A little bit of scratchy, little tiny, nothing bad. I mean, it's can't even tell. You probably won't even go to pick it up. I see it. JR refuses to even acknowledge that there's a scratch there. I stabbed this thing into a sign and took a little tiny bit of the finish right there. I think you can see right there. But lockup's excellent, and these things go up in value like crazy. So I'm gonna be sad to see this one go as well. Just make me an offer, and you know it'll go a long way to funding my other stuff. Hopefully, obviously. And then this mud, I got this from Steve 0500. This thing is impressive. The way it feels, super mechanical, but these are cool. Obviously, this one's centered, dead centered. It just can't be anything else. The way it's set up here. I just flipped it open. Here. This is actually one that's kind of fun to do like that. The way the thumb sits right, and you just go around this. You go around this. I'm like selling my knives back to myself. I don't even want to sell this now.
They're like he's petting his knives.
It's insane. Like I probably This knife's never been used by me. Never really been. I think I did touch it up on the sharp maker, but I have probably opened this knife 5,000 times. So, little mark. Nothing bad. JR probably wouldn't even acknowledge it.
Hey, we're almost like 20 minutes and we still have to recap.
Alright, fine. Make me an offer on this. They don't make this knife anymore, so. Oh. What is this thing called?
K-Bar TDI.
TDI. This is brand new. I haven't cut any bad guys open with it or anything. A serrated one. It's cool. I bought it. I thought I was gonna carry it, and you know, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I had no business having this knife. I guess you need to be like, can't even fit it in the freaking sheath. I guess this is pretty good for guys who are into like knife fighting and stuff.
Yeah, it's a defense. Or it's a weak-handed knife when you're trying to defend your weapon.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not. I mean,
you deploy the knife and you cut the forearm or something.
Yeah. So this thing
cut a limb off.
It's pretty cool. It's like you clip it on your belt on the outside, and it's just pretty straightforward knife. So I don't know what these go for, but I think I overpaid for it. Just make me an offer. You want to recap?
Let's recap.
Let's do it.